Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. So today we're going to look at and review a vintage pencil. Again, vintage sort of in quotes here because these aren't particularly old pencils, but they are no longer manufactured and they're no longer available, in the primary retail market as they once were, which in this case would have been a Wal Mart store. And there's also a story about these pencils that I really like and I think is important. So one of my pencil pals, Duffy, who has sent me a wonderful assortment of things to try, pencils, and many of which I didn't have, including this one. And this is a container of Casemate, which was the predecessor of Pen and Gear. So Casemate was the Wal Mart store brand for pencils and pens and other school and office supplies. And apparently they were making these. I don't remember seeing these in the store, but you know what? It would have been probably before I really started getting into pencils in a serious way. So maybe I wasn't paying attention, but this is the pencil that got Duffy to start thinking about pencils in a more serious way. Because these pencils sold for, this was under $1, like 98 cents or 97 cents, something like that. I mean, ridiculously inexpensive. I see there's a copyright date on the back of 2016, so we're going back 5 years. But even so, in 2016, pencils for under $1. Now there's 8 in this tube, and we're going to look at them. It came just like this, wrapped in a cellophane wrapper. And let's take a closer look at the actual container here. So you had a plastic cap, and you could see the pencils within. They're sharpened with the points up, and there's a little piece of foam rubber at the top where the pencil points are sort of stuck into, and it sort of holds them in place so that they don't jiggle around. Kind of a unique way to do it. Had the Casemate logo there, and then it says number 2 premium wood pencils. And I think that also in Spanish, but I think that's what intrigued Duffy, as I recall, that premium wood. So how were these pencils different? What was special about these pencils from other pencils? 8 count, sharpened, and then it says sharpener and case included. Well, this is the case, and this is metal, by the way. So there you go. So you got this little pencil case with it, and I guess there's a sharpener inside. We'll see. And then on the back, here's our UPC code, and you can see 2016 Wal Mart stores, and then made in India, walmart.com. So I think those of us who know, we know that these were made in India by the Hindustan Pencil Company, which makes Apsara, which makes Nataraj and other pencils that we like from India. And they still make a lot of the what are now Pen and Gear branded pencils from Wal Mart. So I'm gonna break the seal here and get these pencils out of the wrapper, and there we go. Okay, yep, nice metal case here, and gonna twist the top off. There's that little piece, foam rubber, and I see now. Okay, so they had looks like there's the pencils were kind of on the bottom, kept in this little envelope here, and then on the top with the foam rubber, and that kind of held them together in shipping. And then look what fell out, it says right on there, Nataraj. And those of us, if you've bought Nataraj pencils before, you'll recognize at least the shape of the pencil. They put a black sharpener in here. I think they were always black in this case. When you buy a pack of Nataraj pencils, you don't know necessarily what color you're going to get of pencil. You get what you get. But this looks to be a standard point pencil sharpener. So you got this cool little tin here and 8 pencils, and they are very much in the, I would say, spirit of the Apsara pencil that Hindustan also makes, because they often do a silverish color, and it's a silver and black pencil, and there's the only printing on here is in silver foil number 2 HB. You can see they're pre-sharpened. They have alternating wide and pinstripe lines on them. They have a silver tone ferrule and a white eraser. So, but when Duffy used these pencils, he experienced something in using them that he liked, and it sort of led him on to being more attentive to pencils and trying other pencils, and took him on his journey into pencil sampling and collecting and things like that. And I guess I'll ask all of you if you had sort of a gateway, as these were for Duffy, into the world of pencils. And I'm trying to think what mine was. Mine was probably a early American pencil. Something like the Ticonderoga number 1, or I think I got a hold of somehow a Musgrave Harvest or something like that. It was an American pencil, and it kind of got me curious about other pencils. But maybe you remember a pencil that you picked up when before maybe you didn't give pencils a lot of additional thought, and it's like, wow, I wonder what else is out there. So anyways, I have not seen these, and I haven't tried them, so I'm going to look forward to that. So let me get some paper and we'll get to writing with these Casemate number 2 premium wood pencils. All right, I'm ready to go here. I'm going to start with the factory point, which, you know, is kind of a short, typical pre-sharpened point, but I'm just gonna, it's already there, so I'm gonna start with it, and then we'll give this this sharpener a try. But let's start with this. Well, Duffy, I can see why this pencil may have intrigued you, and why it got you curious about what a pencil could feel like, because particularly depending on what we may have been used to using, when this pencil is very smooth, dark, and it has a sort of a soft feel to it, and if you were used to sort of pencils that were scratchy and hard and light, I think using one of these might be a little bit of an eye-opener. Absolutely. Yeah, perhaps you can hear. It's fairly quiet. Very much like, to me, I think the wood is probably a little nicer than the run-of-the-mill casemates or pen and gear, certainly now, pencils. So maybe that's why they considered them premium at the time, because they had a nicer wood and maybe a little bit of a smoother core, if that was in fact sort of what they were getting to. Okay, let's try, has an eraser attached, so I think we should try that. Yeah, it does okay. I mean, all right. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to try another Anadaraj eraser, block eraser, which actually does better than the one attached. So we'll try some other block erasers on this. Pentel, pretty good. Let's see, where's my Mars? Yeah. Japanese foam eraser here. Very good. Well, it's erasing pretty well, I would say, overall. Magic Rub. Milan. What else? Art Gum. Pink Carnation. Okay. Well, I would say you can see the shadowing here from the attached eraser, but kind of going across here, I mean, erasability is pretty good. I would give it a B+, as far as erasability goes. Now, let's, let me see. Let me just do a sharpen here. Come out a little bit. You know, these little Nadaraj sharpeners aren't half bad. I mean, for what they are. They also make one in the long point. That's not this one, but you know. Okay, so now we really got a point on this thing. So I want to do some more writing with it. Whoop. Okay. Really nice. Good writing pencil. Well, I would certainly take notice of this pencil. Again, for an inexpensive pencil, relatively, and how it performs, I think these are really great. And I think they continue to make some really decent, good writing pencils. If you like a smoother, darker, softer feel, as I do, I think they continue to make them in a really accessible and affordable way for most people. And again, to get something like this for less than $1, wow, pretty cool. And for it to launch your interest, a greater interest in pencils, even better. So thanks again, Duffy, for sending me this tube. Really cool. And I'm going to enjoy using these pencils. And I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me as we check these out and experience them. And if you like what I do here, please subscribe, share, and like. And I'll look forward to seeing you again real soon here on Always Analog.